Well, with catastrophic floods, cyclones and now bushfires, thousands of Australians have lost everything. So how can businesses pick up and move forward? I asked author and entrepreneur Michael Gerber. You would have seen what has happened in Australia in the last couple of months. It has been devastating on every level. For small businesses, where do they start?
Well, we've been fixing broken businesses for the past 40 years in 145 countries. And the circumstances for small business and for the people who own them, the people who work in them, the people who buy from them, has always been devastating. I understand that's an easy thing to say, but when you're suffering from the kind of catastrophe that has struck so many businesses and people in Australia, but understand it's old hat for us. We've been dealing with catastrophe for years.
The problem is in places like, for example, Tully, the businesses there actually been physically damaged by all of this. But then you have flow-on effects, things like banana farms, sugarcane farms. That work will now dry up. So the source of income for those businesses will also dry up. It's a spiralling effect when you have a natural disaster. So how do you turn that around?
Well, you've got to get it together. And you've got to get together right now. And you've got to stop having remorse about what could have been and should have been, and if only this didn't happen. Meaning, you really, really, really have got to become present.
So, as an example of a business, say, for example, in Tully, a camping store which may have lost everything, all of its stock, and now dealing with the fact that not too many people in the township are earning wages, spending money, that discretionary income on their goods. How do they go about rebuilding? How do they go about start turning a profit and surviving?
Well, first of all, it's not about rebuilding. So understand, it's not about rebuilding. It's not trying to hang on to what you once had and trying to figure out a way to get it back again. That's old thinking. That's not imagination. That's stuck thinking. That's hoping for something better out of nothing. And I'm simply saying now, think like an entrepreneur does. An entrepreneur has a dream, a vision, a purpose, and a mission. And so I'm simply suggesting that we need to begin to think in a completely new and fresh and original way and create a new community, create a new company, create a new enterprise, create a new possibility.
All right, I wish all those entrepreneurs out there the very best in helping out in those communities, and I appreciate your take and your advice. Michael, thank you. There you go. What do you think about that? For details on Michael's Australian event, just head to our website. A lot of folks are going to need all the help they can get in rebuilding in Queensland, and also parts of Victoria and now Western Australia.
Yeah, sure will.